Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to the precinct, and welcome to QX Summits. I'll give the folks. Sorry about that. I'll give the folks from outside just a moment to come on in and find a seat. There are seats down the front. The Stair Stadium has got quite a few seats left in it as well, so find somewhere that is comfy. My name is Rob Bell, and apart from being your MC this afternoon, I'm also here to fill my own brain with all things quantum because I am not a quantum scientist, unlike many of the people that are here today and people that you will hear from. The theme for today is Advanced Tech for Life and Planet 2025, which I think it's great. It's a great construct to design an afternoon around, to define how quantum can fill in the gaps in all of that. And the idea is to bring together a lot of great minds from the worlds of quantum and research and people who are applying those ideas now. So taking that research out of the labs and putting it somewhere, somehow. And we're trying to get our heads around the breadth of possibilities that are available and see how much of it is and will happen in sunny Queensland. While I wrote sunny Queensland here, I obviously didn't look at the weather forecast. 2 days, and they're remarkably different, aren't they? Yesterday was, 37 and really hot, and today not so much, but anyway. And then there was the hail. Maybe that is Queensland. We're turning into Melbourne. Melbourne, that's fine. I was born there. I like Melbourne. I'm not having to go to Melbourne. Except I now support the Lions instead of the Tigers. That's a new thing. And it's fantastic to see, just how many people have turned up for this. Tickets disappeared pretty quickly. So quantum is clearly a growing area, both in terms of what's actually happening as well as the interest level of everybody. And that's fantastic. My phone also seems to know that I'm really interested in quantum because it's constantly suggesting articles that I should have a look at and read to do with the world of quantum. And it's all fascinating. The algorithm, I think, though, might have... it came up with something recently called negative time, which is a thing. I'm not going to try and explain it. I'm not a quantum scientist. But I think the algorithm got mixed up because I also love the Back to the Future films. So it's now suggesting to me some things that maybe aren't necessarily in my remit, but I'll read them and enjoy them anyway. Now, the main aim of this forum is to shine a light on what has been done, what's being done, and importantly, what will be done with quantum technology. There is an afternoon break halfway through, so you get a chance to stretch the legs, do a bit of networking, have something to drink. And importantly, this was a big request from attendees from last year, try and make that time as long as we can at least, because people want to catch up with each other to find out what's going on, what you're doing, how do I get involved. Oh, and of course the housekeeping, exits and toilets. Exits are pretty easy, the way you came in. There's big green signs though, there's some out that way, there's some out past the lifts as well. And speaking about past the lifts, that's the toilets out that way as well, if you're looking for them. Now that was my small welcome, not so small, but that was my welcome to you all. But importantly, it's time to introduce a much more interesting welcome, and that is from Tribal Experiences. Much bigger than mine and much better. Please welcome Joseph Ruska.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Joseph Ruska and I'm a descendant of the Jacbos people of this area through my father, Shannon Ruska, who was a well-known spokesperson and songman here in Brisbane. I'm part of an Aboriginal dance troupe here in Brisbane called the Tribal Experience Aboriginal Dancers, and we've been doing Welcome to Countries here for over 30 years now, showcasing the Aboriginal culture at many different events around Brisbane, many big events around Brisbane. Anyone follow the NRL Rugby League? Yeah, a couple of years, so we do a lot of the Broncos games there. At the Suncorp Stadium, we do a lot of the Gold Coast Titans games too. We have connections down there through the Coopermary tribe, which is a local tribe down the Gold Coast way. And also do a lot of concerts around Brisbane too, so everyone know Ed Sheeran. Yeah, so I had the privilege of welcoming Ed Sheeran in a couple of years ago when he came to Suncorp Stadium. And the night I actually got sent into the door was actually my birthday. And I found out that it was his birthday, so we celebrated our birthdays together, Got a birthday photo. So, I have done a lot of big concerts before. I've done UB40. Anyone know UB40, big reggae band? Yep. LAB, a couple of other reggae bands, LAB, Fiji, who was another big singer before he passed. I had the privilege to welcome him too when he come to Brizzy. Who was just recently here last week? Oh, I'm trying to think. Who was that? Yeah, I actually welcomed him last week. Done a private welcome to country for Teddy last week. So I had got a VIP, thing to meet him. Got to take photos with him last week and welcome him into Brisbane. But I've also met a lot of big sports stars along the way too. Had the privilege of welcoming in Roger Federer when he come here. A lot of the different tennis players, a lot of union, a lot of rugby league players. So yeah, welcomed a lot. But also I've done a lot of overseas trips too. So I've been to countries such as China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Bali, Saudi Arabia. Just got back from Saigon just before Christmas last year. Went over there for Aboriginal dancing over there. So yeah, I have been doing this for many years now, and our family started this through my grandfather. So my grandfather ran a aged care centre out in Ipswich back in the day called Teen Care. And Teen Care was a sort of a youth centre to bring in the young youth to get them young youth off the street, get them off the drugs, keep them out of trouble, off alcohol and all that, and just to guide them in the right direction through life, trying to get them a job and all that. But a lot of the fellas then were all teenagers then. And my grandfather, he had a lot of cultural knowledge, grew up with his grandparents who were cultural people. His grandfather was a tracker back in the day, also a songman, and passed that all down to him. So he was able to give that cultural knowledge on to the next generation and actually take them young fellas out on different camps out in Ipswich too, and out west there, out bush. Took them out to make their own artifacts too, so making their own didgeridoos, their own boomerangs, own spears, and even got them into dancing too. And from him doing all that, it's passed on from him to my father down to me now, and that's where I'm here welcoming you. So I'm here today to give you what is called a welcome to country. And a welcome to country isn't an acknowledgement to country. They're two different things. So a welcome to country is done by someone who is actually from that tribal area and has that family connection to the area. And an acknowledgement to country can be done by anyone paying respect to the people from that area, the tribal group from that area. So welcome to country is something that has been around for over 60,000 years and is a formal way of welcoming everyone into our tribal areas nowadays. And is also known as one of the oldest living customs in the world known to mankind. Along with the welcome to country speech is also the chumal ceremony, which is a smoking ceremony. And this is one that you see a lot of the Aboriginal tribes around Australia do. And this chumal ceremony, the smoking ceremony, is a cleansing oil and bad spirits from the area, bringing in all the good spirits from the area. But it's also a blessing everyone into our tribal areas and blessing everyone with a safe journey through our tribal areas. And it's a time for us as traditional owners to call out to our ancestors to help welcome everyone through that smoke. Along with the welcome to country speech and the chumal ceremony, the smoking ceremony, was also the passing of the message stick. And this message stick is one which we call Yalwa Buna. And this Yalwa Buna was a piece of wood used similar to a passport back in the day and would have different markings or carvings to depict the reason why another tribal group wanted to come into our area. For example, there are over 350 different tribal groups throughout Australia, and all of these tribal groups have their own language, their own law, own tradition, and also their own custom. And that's where a lot of our tribal groups had a special person in our tribe back in the day, and that special person was a messenger man. And one of the main messenger men and one of the last messenger men for the Jagera people was one of my great-great-grandfathers. His name was Mookin, Charlie Morden, and he is a man that could speak up to 10 to 15 different languages. So he's a man that could communicate with all the neighbouring tribes throughout southeast Queensland, and he's a man that could speak many dialects. So Mookin was the main man to meet this person at the border with the message stick. So a lot of our tribal areas are bordered off by mountains and rivers. So, for example, if we were to head down to the Logan River and cross over that Logan River, it'd be governed by a whole other tribal group again, which would be the Yugambeh tribe. And the Yugambeh tribe would have their own tradition, own custom, own law, and also their own language. And that's where Mookin came into play, and he was able to meet that person there with the message stick, read that message on the message stick, and either grant that one person or that tribal group permission to walk through our country, depending on what the reason was, or call onto the rest of the tribe to come through and spear that person there dead on the spot. Very serious back then. That's why we're glad they invented mobile phones these days. There are three main tribes that occupy this area: the Yagara, Jagara, and Turrbal tribes. Just on behalf of those three tribes and all of my elders, I'd like to welcome everyone here today by saying, Yura Yura Nambali, Yanara Gana Ripa Jara, Nanya Birili, Nanya Bayami Jara. Means you all welcome here today, and may God and all of our ancestors guide us here in peace. Thank you, and welcome to Yagara country, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Joseph. That was amazing, and it's so great to see you keeping that culture alive and thriving. Look, to get things underway, we have another welcome from the Minister for the Environment and Tourism and Minister for Science and Innovation, no less, the Honourable Andrew Powell. He can't be with us in person, but he's taken time to record a message which we will play for you all.
G'day and thanks for joining us at today's QX event. I'd like to acknowledge the efforts of the ARC Centre of Excellence in Quantum Biotechnology and Quantum Australia for organising this event. Events like this are critical in shaping the future of innovation in Queensland and beyond. Quantum technology marks a transformative era in computing, communication and sensing. It redefines how we innovate. These technologies are vital to our state's future as Queensland leads the way in harnessing the transformative potential of quantum tech to address real-world challenges and improve lives. They are unlocking extraordinary opportunities and creating solutions to some of the world's most pressing challenges. The Queensland Government has already invested more than $50 million to advance research and development in quantum and other advanced technologies, cementing our state as a global hub for quantum innovation. Today's QX theme, Advanced Technologies for Life and Planet, exemplifies how this space is unlocking extraordinary opportunities. From optimising energy use to revolutionising biomedical development and climate resilience. Realising the economic and societal benefits of quantum and advanced technologies comes with challenges. Without a skilled workforce, quantum innovation risks remaining in the lab instead of transforming the world. Bridging the gap between research and commercialisation is essential to turning Queensland's strong quantum research into commercial success. Overcoming these challenges requires collaboration. Collaboration between universities, industry and government. I'm sure these topics will be explored throughout the QX Summit today. Since becoming Minister for Science and Innovation, I've seen firsthand the strength of Queensland's research leadership and collaborative ecosystem. It's a foundation we're committed to building on through forward-looking strategies, ensuring that research development and innovation in these fields deliver for the state of Queensland. At the University of Queensland, groundbreaking work on quantum concussion diagnostics is paving the way for non-invasive brain health monitoring, with the potential to revolutionise care in community, sports and hospitals. Meanwhile, QUT and Griffith University are collaborating on quantum transport and mobility optimisation, which will enhance traffic flow and accessible transport planning as we prepare for the 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games. And I'm pleased to announce that under our Quantum and Advanced Technologies Commercialisation Infrastructure program, the University of Southern Queensland's highly anticipated cryogenics electronic measurement facility is nearing completion after our investment of over $3.4 million. Just a few of the many ways we are changing Queensland's future for the better. So thank you for attending today's QX Summit. I'm confident it'll spark meaningful conversations as well as partnerships as you explore how Queensland's quantum and advanced technologies can create real-world impact for Queenslanders, the planet, and beyond.
Thank you, Minister Powell. Mark, you can pass that on to him if you like. It's a bit hard through the screen. Minister Powell's electorate is actually just up the road from here, Glasshouse Mountains, Australia Zoo, that sort of area. Indeed, I grew up on a pineapple farm right next door to it, so it's all pretty close for me as well. And sticking with the government angle, we now have in person the leader of the science division within that department, the Deputy Director General, Dr. Mark Jacbos. Please put your hands together for Mark.
Thanks, Rob. And I'd also like to just quickly thank Joseph for that welcome to country. And if I could begin by respectfully acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we gather, the Turrbal and the Jagera peoples, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, and acknowledge their ongoing connection to land, or to this land. I'd also like to acknowledge, I saw Kathy as she arrived earlier, Kathy Foley, the former Chief Scientist, who was so generous with her time. Thank you. She's been an unequivocal advocate for quantum and advanced technologies for Australia and for Queensland, and we're extremely grateful for that continuing support. Particularly yesterday, the Quantum Meets dialogues was the latest in those, which brought together industry, government and the universities to address the decarbonisation challenge. Look, I'd also like to extend my appreciation to our esteemed partners, that's Quantum Australia and Cubic, as well as the other distinguished guests that we've got here today. Thank you all for taking the time to be here. This is the third annual QX event, and it's themed, as Rob said, Advanced Technologies for Life and for Planet. I think I've just clicked forward onto David's slide. My apologies. Let's see if I can go back. No, it's not gonna, so we'll just keep going. The foundations for Queensland's remarkable journey in quantum technology were laid in the early 2000s, when the pioneering work at the University of Queensland and Griffith University, led by the likes of Gerald Milburn, Howard Wiseman, I saw Helena here earlier, they delivered critical breakthroughs such as developing the first transistor for photonics at the quantum level, and that's the essential building block for photonic quantum computing. In turn, this gave rise to PsiQuantum, a company with the ambitious goal of delivering or developing a utility-scale quantum computer by 2027 right here in Brisbane. This being the International Year of Quantum recognises the century since Heisenberg and Schrödinger started to formulate what we now know as quantum mechanics. And I find it inspiring that one of PsiQuantum's founders, Terry Rudolph, is in fact the grandson of Erwin Schrödinger, who was there 100 years ago when it all began in 1925. Now, today's event seeks to build on this rich legacy, and it has been great to have so many quantum and advanced technologies events now taking place in Queensland, bringing together the ecosystem, which we ultimately want to grow this sector through generating opportunities for partnerships that will accelerate our innovation efforts. The QX series has been at the heart of this growth. In 2003, QX joined the second quantum revolution, introduced Queensland's research and industry communities to opportunities emerging from quantum technologies and their potential applications across health, defence, agriculture and advanced manufacturing. In 2024, QX, Queensland's Advanced Technologies Future, expanded the conversation into a full-day forum in partnership with the ARC of Excellence for Engineered Quantum Systems. It showcased Queensland's strengths in research translation, skills development and semiconductor capability, and strengthen the links between universities, industry and government. Now, in its third year, QX, Advanced Technologies for Life and Planet, in partnership with our most recently awarded Quantum Centre of Excellence, that's in quantum biotechnology, also known as Cubic, it draws our attention to the big picture, how quantum and advanced technologies can help address global challenges and support sustainable industries and improve life on our planet. The Queensland Government is committed to this journey and working alongside partners such as Quantum Australia to accelerate the development and adoption of quantum technologies. As you heard from the Minister, as part of that commitment, the Queensland Government has invested more than $50 million to drive research and commercialisation in quantum technologies, fostering innovation and strengthening Queensland's position as a global hub for quantum research and industry. We also recognise that transformative potential of quantum computing to address some of the planet's most urgent challenges. PsiQuantum's development of a utility-scale, fault-tolerant, photonic quantum computer by 2027 will revolutionise fields such as drug development, climate science, renewable energy and sustainable development. Our investments in quantum are not just about scientific curiosity, they are about creating solutions that will serve our communities and preserve our natural heritage. Alongside the landmark PsiQuantum commitment, we have invested, as we said, $52 million to make the broader quantum and advanced technologies ecosystem investment ready by focusing our quantum science on the myriad of real-world challenges posed by the Brisbane 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games, by commissioning the testing and advanced fabrication infrastructure needed to build the product pipeline and keep our deep tech startups here, by also preemptively building the capability to apply fault-tolerant algorithms to currently unsolvable problems in chemistry and materials. So we are ready for the coming age of quantum computing, and by supporting quantum and advanced technology skills development so that we have the talent base here to support a growing quantum economy. The central message in all of this is start now, don't wait. Quantum and advanced technologies are no longer just future concepts. They're here now, being harnessed for everything from Olympic success to solving problems previously deemed unsolvable in chemistry and materials science. I heard yesterday at the Quantum Meets that quantum magnetometers are detecting resources already, helping to discover critical minerals. The time to think small is over. So my question to you, the QX Summit, as you hear from all of our expert speakers today, is this: which massively, currently unsolvable challenge within the industry sector or business or the public sector agency will you choose to tackle using the advanced technologies being discussed here today? Maybe put it another way, when you leave here today, what will you do differently with quantum science to create a profound impact on our planet and life? So, in closing, I'd like to quickly take the opportunity just to pay a tribute to the ARC Centre of Excellence in Engineered Quantum Systems, EQUIS, led by Professor Andrew White. Having successfully completed its mission, and he was telling me he's just putting the final report together, EQUIS leaves a profound legacy that has built on the groundbreaking research, innovation and collaboration that it provided. It was instrumental in driving forward fields like photonics, quantum computing, quantum communications and ultra-high precision sensing. Through its robust training and commercialisation programs, EQUIS has also cultivated a new generation of world-class quantum scientists and engineers, ensuring Australia's continued leadership in this critical frontier. Its achievements will inspire and influence quantum innovation for years to come. So thank you, Andrew, and thank you all again for being here. And if I could do one last thank you, I do want to thank my team. That's Alison, Grant, Kate, and everyone that's put together today. So thanks, everyone. Enjoy today.